Redwood National Park is part of a vast range of landmarks across the nation. It is located in Upper California and southwestern Oregon, where there are many interesting sights to see. The park consists of rivers, a broad range of animals, and also a large coniferous forest. There are many species that flourish in Redwood. Specifically, one of the species is the mountain lion, which is the largest member of the cat family in California and the second largest in the United States. While the exact population of the mountain lion is unknown in Redwood, an average estimated population based upon the staff members and visitors is 27 spotted annually. In the rest of the surrounding community, however, there are many other species with a great population. Some of the animals include the river otter, which is often found on lake shores and riverbanks, the black-tailed deer, which lives in forests, and the Roosevelt elk, which the mountain lion often preys on. In addition to the surrounding community, those animals and the rest of the ecosystem all thrive under the same biome. The coniferous forest of Redwood falls into the category of a taiga. A taiga usually has short summers and cool winters with a vast forest, and Redwood, being in Upper California and southwestern Oregon, obtains those characteristics. Rainfall is about 15 to 20 inches yearly, and there are coniferous trees and a diverse range of flowers. Also, the animals in Redwood fit under the taiga biome. There are elk, squirrels, and also black bears. Not only is there a diverse range of animals living in Redwood National Park, but there are specific food chains within those species as well. An example of a food chain would include shrubs as the primary producers, the California ground squirrel as the herbivorous consumer, the big brown bat as a carnivorous consumer, and the mountain lion as a secondary carnivorous consumer. In addition to the food chain, a food web would look like this. According to this chart, there are many more species that can fit into a food cycle, and throughout this cycle there are also decomposers. Specifically in this chart, it is the bacteria in the soil. Conservation issues are very apparent among all national parks around the United States, meaning that there are disturbances that affect the well-being of the park. While Redwood is very healthy, having a thriving wildlife and a secure environment, there are still factors that could negatively impact that. For example, the use of lead bullets in Redwood creates a poisoning that is a serious issue for wildlife and humans as well. Next, there is an issue called sudden oak death. It occurs because of a water mold that causes lethal cankers in many of the native trees. Another conservation issue is air pollution. It is a problem because too much pollution from cars or factories can hurt the trees and wildlife in Redwood. But although these are serious issues among the park, there can always be solutions. As heard previously, the use of lead bullets kills wildlife, such as our nation's bald eagle as seen in the picture. But also, it can be harmful to humans. They pose a threat because if an animal eats a carcass with lead fragments, it can be poisonous. Also, if a human happens to eat the meat from that area, the toxic fragments, which are hard to remove from meat, can cause damage to the person. Fortunately, this is an issue that can be fixed. If a person uses non-lead bullets instead, there will be no lead fragments in any animals. Lastly, Redwood keeps a healthy climate for us all because of the carbon dioxide the trees release. If that is disturbed because of climate change, it will affect all of the environment. It could cause animals to become extinct, and the trees could die due to gas emissions used. Global warming is mostly caused by humans from all the fossil fuels used. And if not reduced, not only Redwood, but our Earth could be harmed. Overall, Redwood is a very unique national park. It is home to some of the tallest trees on Earth and a vast amount of wildlife. But mostly, it has a very strong ecosystem. If the habitat of Redwood can be conserved, all of its life will remain and thrive for many more years. Thanks for watching.